What's up, guys? So let's talk mental health. Let's talk about awareness. Let's talk about being able to open up and express what depression and anxiety really is.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's talk.
Keep on watching.
Yes.
Boss babe, talk green or you lost me. My time is so costly. Don't mean to be bossy.
Hi guys, so what is up? Welcome to my channel. I am excited to bring you guys a topic that I've always wanted to mention, but I wanted to bring it with somebody that kind of has been through the same thing, but not the exact same thing. Does that make sense? So we're gonna talk about depression and anxiety and how to like keep it all together. Right? So I got my girl here with me, DianisLee.
I recently just filmed a video with my best friend regarding that. So I think that it would be good to just like share some knowledge on her channel because mental health awareness is not spoken about enough.
Right.
A lot of people I feel like are ashamed or don't even know.
Or don't know how to speak out.
Or just, you know, and I don't think that it's something we need to be ashamed about. I don't think it's something like, I don't think it's a conversation that we need to avoid. If anything, it needs to be talked about more often so that it encourages other people to talk about it.
Right, to be more open.
Because had I not heard about other people speaking up about mental illness, I never would have even known that I had one. I would have
And
thought,
you know what's crazy is that I didn't even know that many people suffered from it until like you get on Instagram and you're
everybody.
like that's how I felt when I saw you post you had anxiety, because you really feel like it's just you and your journey. Like you're like,
you feel
why
alone.
me?
You feel alone and like you're like, oh well, nobody gets me, nobody understands me, and that's not true. Because there's so many other people out there that are going through the same thing that you're going through. You know, like, and my thing isn't even so much anxiety because I have anxiety, but that's like the least of my worries. My thing is my depression. Like my depression gets me to the point where like my last bout of depression was about maybe a month ago.
Oh, shit.
And Matt had left. For some reason, every time Matt leaves, it triggers me. Like I get so sad.
Matt is her boyfriend.
Yeah. And so I think that it's because I'm so used to him being around and like our home, like it doesn't feel like a home if he's not there. So I get sad just being away from him. And this last time, like I got really, really sad. Like I was just crying.
Really?
Yeah. Like I had suicidal thoughts. Like,
holy shit.
Like, and it'll just come out of nowhere because literally the day before Matt was home, I was fine. The day Matt left, he had left really, really early in the morning by like 2 p.m. and it was like a rainy, gloomy day. So I'm guessing like the weather also had to do something with it.
Do you think also being by yourself, like not even with a friend, messes it up?
Well, my friends were here. Like, like
you
when
still felt like that?
Yeah, usually when Matt is out of town, Amy, my best friend, will, you know, she'll come and she'll stay over or whatever. But it's funny because I'll talk about all of this after it's happened, but while it's happening, I won't tell anybody. I won't tell anybody. And it's
because you don't want the worries. You don't want the, are you good? Are you okay? Like the attention on
like,
it, right?
I don't need that. I don't want it. And I also don't want people to worry about me. That's one of my things. Like I've always wanted to be really self-sufficient. Like I've always wanted
strong,
to,
like,
yeah, like
we got this shit.
Yeah, like, and that's how I am. Like I really am like that. Like I feel like I do coach myself a lot through these like bouts of depression and anxiety.
We YouTube it. You do that?
I've never.
You Google it?
I've never.
Oh shit, I used to.
Like I said, I never knew I had a mental health illness. I thought it was just a part of my personality. Like it wasn't until Matt called my parents and was like, your daughter is having suicidal thoughts. I don't know what to do. Like I need you to come over. Like until it got to that point. Like even then, until my mom came over and explained to me what was happening to me, I had no idea. Like I thought it was just me. Like this is how I am. This is who I am. Like it's never gonna change. It's never gonna go away. So I was like,
scary, bro.
It is. It's scary. And I feel like a lot of times we just feel alone because at the moment we don't want to talk about it. Like I don't want to talk about it when I'm going through it. When I'm anxious, I think the only person that I'll talk to about it is like Matt, and I'll be like, I'm anxious right now, and he'll be like, okay, like you're gonna be fine. Like he knows how to deal with me when I'm like that. But
what do you think helps you get through it though? Like what gets you to be like there's light at the end of the tunnel, or not really follow through with the feelings?
Well, I would never kill myself because I have way too many people that love me, and I think that that is the most selfish thing that I could do, and I don't ever want to be a selfish person.
Right.
So I would never kill myself. So I do a lot of self-talking. Like I talk myself through it. Like I remind myself like, okay, this is just a point in time. You're not going to be like this forever. This is going to go away soon. There will be a brighter day. And like, just like a lot of self-reassurance. So I'll do a lot of that. I also meditate. just reaching out to people.
Right.
Like I have my best friend, the one that I did a video with, and I can talk to her whenever I'm going through something because she talks to me whenever she's going through something. So we have that mutual trust. Yoga changed my life. I don't do yoga now because I had surgery I had implants, and ever since that surgery, I lost a lot of flexibility. There was a lot of things that I couldn't do safely without hurting myself, and so I kind of just pushed myself away. But before yoga, I was a very bitter, angry person. Like, you probably wouldn't have liked me. Like, I was a very, like, closed off, like, I don't need any friends, like, I don't need anybody, like, very, like, hardcore, like, lone wolf. And one day, one of my old dance teachers, I saw on Instagram that she was teaching yoga, so I decided to go and check out the class, and I fell in love with it. Just, like, the breathing with your movement, just like finding your body, like finding your zen. Like, I would leave class
like at
floating. Yeah, seriously. And
but yoga's hard too, though.
And I was so obsessed with it that I became an instructor. And so then I taught up until I had my surgery. And then once I had my surgery, I couldn't anymore. Like, I couldn't really lift my arms up. I couldn't do the
how
basic.
much it changed your body.
Yeah, it changed
like
my body.
that's a whole nother topic in itself. Like, how much plastic surgery can really like move, like it. That's how you know it's not natural. Like, it's not with your body.
Yeah, it's not. But you know what? Like, I would never shame anyone for wanting to do plastic surgery. Like, the way I
go
see
get it, sis.
Yeah,
go get that booty.
Yeah, go get that booty. Go get them titties. Like, go get them. You know, do whatever's gonna make you feel good, because it's not about other people.
Word.
It's about you. Like, I didn't do my boobs.
Some people's depression is from body, like
From
body
So
consciousness.
just go fix it. You know, save up the money. Do your research. Find a good doctor. Like,
Cali, Colombia. No, I'm just kidding.
I would say just be responsible about it. Don't just like go to the first person that's gonna offer you a discount.
Right.
You know, because you're gonna get what you paid for. So just be safe about it. But spend the money. Like, spend the money. Do not be cheap. Like, this is gonna be something that is going into your body. Do not be cheap about it. So just be responsible. But like, I would never shame somebody for wanting a new ass or wanting a new tits or a smaller waist or whatever. Do it all. At the end of the day, it's about you. And honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I wipe my ass with whatever opinions anybody has about me. Because at the end of the day, you're not living my life. You're not part of my life.
You don't know what I feel.
And if you've got these strong opinions and you clearly don't know me, you don't care about me, and you don't have my best interest at heart. So that's just the way, like, I'm very, like, you with it or you're not. Like,
and it's true, because it's just crazy, because you don't know what that person's going through. Kind of like you. Like, you look like this persona that wouldn't suffer from depression. Like, maybe anxiety, because I feel like us girls, we acquire a little bit of it. Right. But depression is like, really? Like,
yeah.
With your lifestyle, with the things that you have, it's kind of like you wouldn't have it, but it goes to show, like, it doesn't matter what you own.
Money is not happiness. And I don't think that people will ever fully understand that until they are in that position. Like, you don't know wealth until you have it. You could never fathom
wealth. And when you have it and you realize you didn't create the happiness before it, you're in the same place.
Yeah, so it's like, what is money going to do? It's not going to fill any holes. It's just going to fill your pockets. That's it. It's not going to fill your heart. And
it's crazy. You know what, like, hearing you say that makes me think, like, look where you live and you still felt depression a month ago.
Yeah, girl.
Like, you could walk out and the backyard is the ocean, and you would think you'd be like, and you still felt it.
It's not like that. There'll be like weeks where I don't even go outside. You know, I don't even look outside.
Crazy.
And because it's not, happiness is an inside job.
Yep.
It's an inside job. It's not something you can purchase. It's not something that someone can give you. It's something, because you can be like in the best relationship ever and still be sad, because it has to come from you. Like, you need to find your happiness. You need to create your own happiness. You need to love yourself. Like, you need to work on you. You need to feel like you're advancing in the world. Like, it's ultimately up to you.
Right. So going back to the topic of how you dealt with it, the self-talk, like, what else did you do to kind of like battle away the emotions?
It's just like every day is a step. You know, every day is like a step into like it going away, because it will. It's not going to be there forever. I meditated. I spoke to people about it. I would just like self-talk, reassurance. I condone marijuana use. That helped me a lot. But I had to know how much and like when to stop. Like, it just depended on how I felt at the moment, because sometimes I would smoke and it would just make me feel worse. So I kind of just had to like gauge that myself. Like, I also have my pets, and animal therapy is a real thing. Like,
I have a friend that has 2 dogs, and they're considered like
emotional support dogs.
like on training dogs. Like, they have on the job training or
Well,
something.
my dogs don't train, but they're just cute, you know, and they'll come in like, and that also it's like, you know, I have to take care of this living being. Like, I cannot just abandon it.
Right.
So I cannot abandon me. Because if I abandon me, I abandon them. And so like, there's like a lot of things that can be done. People take CBD. I haven't tried it yet. My best friend has tried it. She swears by it. So I
heard it in the video.
I was looking into trying it out because, you know, if it works for her, it might work for me. There's so many different things you can do, but I feel like overall, like, having a relationship with yourself, not disconnecting with yourself when that happens, makes it a lot easier to hold yourself accountable and like know that this is gonna go away. You're gonna feel better.
Right.
What is like? Do you have any experience with any of that? Like, do you know?
So for me, it's mine's is more anxiety. Like I would never like. First of all, I never thought I would get it. Like it's kind of like a mosquito bite that you're just trying to avoid everywhere you go. You're like, you know.
You're like
so when people had all these issues, you're kind of like, oh no, not me, not me. And it kind of just, my anxiety comes from the fear of not succeeding fast enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's not towards the life, it's not towards the people. Like you said, it's like we have people that really love us and like, that we impact people. Like, even us doing this video is going to impact somebody. And it's like, thinking about that accountability is what kind of gets me through it. But my anxiety comes from the fear of not knowing the unknown. Like, where am I going to be at 30?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to control it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to be like, this is where I'm going to live. This is exactly how it's going to happen. On this stride, everything is this. You know what I mean? So, having to, like, just let life kind of take me there is kind of like, no. Let me take you where I want you to go.
Well, there's, like, something that I've heard said before, that if you are thinking about your past all the time, then you're going to be depressed. If you're thinking about your future all the time, you're going to have anxiety. And if you just live in the present moment, if you live in the present moment, it's a lot easier to just enjoy what's around you. And that's one thing that yoga taught me a lot, like connecting with your breath and just like connecting with your surroundings and really taking a moment to just immerse yourself in your human experience is so important, because there are so many things, so many wonderful, beautiful things that happen every single day, and we just ignore them because we're so inside of our heads that we don't realize there's a whole world. There's a whole world out there, and there's so much possibility and like opportunity out there. So we scratch all that off just by being like, okay, well, in the future,
but it's not where I want to be. It's not. Are we wasting time? Like, why are we hanging out?
Instead of just accepting like what is, at the end of the day, whatever is meant to happen will happen regardless, with or without you.
Yeah.
Okay, whether you're alive, whether you're dead.
I just feel like if you're thinking about it and it's meant for you, like God wouldn't give us such a future, such a vision, if he doesn't know we can handle that type of thing. Because most people don't even live in the future.
And that's what I feel like. There's a difference between living in the future and then there's a difference with manifesting.
Right.
Like, you cannot confuse the two. When you confuse the two and your manifesting becomes like your drive, then you kind of are letting yourself down because you are not where you want to manifest, you know? So you kind of just have to like,
you start manifesting the wrong thing.
Instead of saying like, okay, I want this and that, be like, okay, in the future, like, it would be cool to like have this and like to be able to do that. Like, instead of just saying like, oh, I need this, I need that, I want this house, I want this car, like, I want these perfect children. Like, it's most likely not going to turn out the way that you intended it to. And if you just go with the flow, you'll probably end up in a better position, better than you could have ever even dreamed.
Yeah, and I think at least we understand go with the flow, but for people that aren't on certain paths, going with the flow doesn't mean this, like, let life just happen to you. No, it means like, if you're on the right track, like us with YouTube, like, we know we're going to blow up with this. Yeah. But we're kind of just going where it takes us. You know what I mean? Like, this makeup look is totally
not her.
Right. So I'm letting it go where it takes me, but I know I'm in control of what I'm doing. You know, so that's definitely the difference. But going back to the whole anxiety thing, what's helped me cope a lot is kind of, I never spoke about it just because I always thought it was like a sign of weakness. Like, just handle it, you know, like, you got this shit type of vibe. And I realized I was doing myself more damage not talking about it and not being open about it.
You're bottling it up.
Right. Because then you're like, why am I having these thoughts? Like, I'm good, I'm on the right track. What am I doing wrong? You know, like, you start questioning everything. And I want to say that sometimes anxiety does come with a mix of depression, because you start thinking like, what's my purpose? Like, what am I really here for?
They're kind of like correlate.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain depressions that can be really intense, like the ones you've experienced, you know, where it's like your man leaves and you're like, you know? And for me, it's like the complete opposite. Like, when my boyfriend leaves, I actually feel the strongest.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, I feel like, because I got nobody else to hold me down.
Yeah.
So it kind of just centers me, and I think that maybe it comes from like my stepdad dying when I was a little, my real dad dying when I was a little girl, and then my stepdad passing away at 19. So for me, it's like my mom's always held it down. So without a man, so I just like I'll hold it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it's crazy when you have two spectrums though. Like you feel that way with this, and then when I'm without my man, I'm like,
it's a different.
I got
because
this.
everything is just like everything is everything. Number one, to begin with, because everything is everything, and I think that the day people really grasp that concept, it will change a lot of things for you. But where was I going with this? That's a good question.
I mean, it's a good ass conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
But yes, in reference to what helped me out, honestly, I just started kind of meditating, but honestly, it's been God. Like for real, like me being able to talk to a higher power.
That's another...
And not religion, God. Like having a relationship with God doesn't mean you have to go to church every Sunday.
Preach, girl, preach.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to, again, like you guys can be biased in the comments, I'll just delete the negative ones. So what I do know is that at the end of the day, you can go to church and not have a full connection with God, because I did that for 18 years when I was young. Until I turned 18, I was like, yeah, I go to church every weekend because my mom forced me to go. But at 21, I didn't even talk to God.
You know what's crazy? Growing up, my dad is Mormon, my mom is Catholic. So I picked what church I wanted to be baptized in by the time that I was like 10. Because one weekend I would go to a Mormon church, another weekend I would go to a Catholic church, and like that. And I did that for like a year and a half. Yeah, so growing up, I went to 2 different churches. And it was an interesting experience, because at the end of the day, like that's why I'm so anti-church right now, because I'm like, number one, my parents scarred the shit out of me. Number 2, religion is bullshit. I think that the only thing that matters is that you have a connection with whatever higher source you believe in, God, Buddha, whoever. And ultimately, the most important thing out of everything is to be a good person.
Right.
Like ultimately, that is all your higher being wants for you. Be a good person. Help other people. Mm-hmm. Don't wish bad on others. Like I don't need to go to church to be all that. Right. You know, a lot of times the people that you meet at church are judging you for not being in church as often as they are.
Right. You gotta respect everyone's roads, you know, and I've learned that. Like I gotta respect her opinion, you know, and she has to respect my opinion. I have to respect your opinion, you know, and it's at the end of the day, as long as you have a connection with God, because at the end of the day, I don't know all the biblical verses yet, like I haven't studied the Bible like that, but I do know that at the end of the day, like when we talk about the universe, we're talking about God. Yeah. You know, like don't speak that into the universe, or don't, you know, all these things, or let's manifest. At the end of the day, it's a worship. You're worshiping something bigger than her.
Something
right,
bigger than anyone can even fathom.
Right, exactly.
And we don't know who it is, what it is, where it is, why it is. We just have to like have a faith. Mm-hmm. And I feel like also like that faith will guide you in whatever direction you are meant to go in. Yeah. Like even when you're feeling unsure, like
with anxiety and depression, like when you can talk yourself into believing that you're okay again.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't say, me personally, I don't go to God when I'm feeling that way. I don't think it's because I have anything against him. It's just because I feel like it's more of like an inner working. So I know that prayer works for a lot of people, but I'm just not the praying kind. Like I'll be in my head like thinking like, thank you God for today, like thank you. You know, and for me, that's my prayer. Like, that's my conversation.
You see, now that's the difference. You see, that's what's cool is that, again, everybody's their own person. For me, now I'm recently, like, I'm going more to, like, not to church, but I'm seeking, like, more spiritual guidance because I feel like that was a void that I was missing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I've done all the therapy sessions. I've done everything that there is to do biomagnetic. Like, I've seen the Reikis that exist, all these sessions, and I'm like, I need something that I can talk to that's not my man, that's not my mom, and that's not another humankind making mistakes.
Yeah, it's like someone that you can like whisper all your secrets to.
Right, or just, you know, when you're by yourself, have these conversations. And again, you could be, I don't know, something else here, but at the end of the day, we all believe in a higher power, you know. But yeah, so to change the topic on religion, because you know we get a lot of comments on that. So yeah, for me, it's always just been that anxiety, like the fear of not succeeding. Yeah. So like the fear of like having to... Well, 35. I mean, you can control it. Like, I got a vision board. I got all these goals. I know exactly how much money I want to be making. Like, sometimes I don't know. I'm like, maybe should I make more money?
Yeah, like, am I lowballing
myself? Or maybe should I, like, do it a little bit? No, because I hate let's be realistic. Because to me, it's like, I've seen the most unrealistic people make a hell of a lot of money. Yeah. So, why can't I just think of a big number? You know, you think, I don't know. Those are all the things that for me, I don't know what your anxieties or your depressions or your, like, you know, I don't even like calling them mental illness.
What do you like calling them?
Just like mental, like roadblocks. Because I feel like you get through it. In illness, you don't. Illness takes over your entire soul.
I think that it's considered an illness because it's recurring, you know?
Right. And I think like once you conquer it, like it's out. Like you really can have like, it could really be gone 100%.
Yeah, like my last bout of depression lasted 2 to 3 days.
Compared to before.
I've had bouts of depression that have lasted a month.
Wow.
You know, like I remember when I was really small, I was crying in my room one day and I did not understand why. And my mom came in and she asked me, she's like, why are you llorona? Like, what's wrong? Like, are you okay? And then I just told her, I was like, I'm just really bored. Like, I just always made excuses because I just did not know.
Like, and you didn't even know if it's normal to say that.
I didn't even fathom. Like, it didn't even make any sense to me ever that I was not mentally stable. Like, I was just like, I'm bored. But
right.
I just don't know. You don't
and you
cry.
don't want to be like, oh, you know, I'm just anxious here, because then it's like,
you don't cry when
okay?
You don't cry when you're bored. You
right.
don't. Okay, but those are like the things that I would. Those are just the excuses that I would make for my emotions. And well, shit. Now I know better.
Right. That's insane. Like, how many kids probably say that? You know.
Who
like,
knows? But if you're like me, I see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like you.
Yeah.
I'm better now though.
Better now. That's crazy, right? That you know you can like, and it sucks when I think of the people that actually didn't pull through. You know what I mean? Like the ones that like.
There was a story that my best friend told me about. It's like this guy that like now he's like a huge mental health activist. Like he tried to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, and he was saying that all he wanted was for someone to say hi and smile at him. No one did. He jumped off the bridge. He survived, but he lived to tell the story how much he regret actually trying to commit suicide. Wow. So that's like, you know, it's not the answer. It's really not. You got to learn how to deal with your inner shit so that all of your outer shit can flow throughly and your life could be so beautiful.
Yesterday, we went to a sushi sake right across Biscayne, the one by the arena. Mm-hmm. Turns out we were there and there was a huge hole in the cart, like in the, what do you call the cart? The tent? Like the,
yeah.
To sit outside, there was a huge hole. And we heard the table behind us talking, somebody jumped off the 27th floor and went through it. That 24 hours prior to that.
Oh my God.
And the guy committed suicide. He was a realtor. He was on the 27th floor and he just threw himself down. And I'm like, who knows what that man was going through? Like,
or who knows what he was thinking on the way down? I mean, I'm sure
at that point you die of a heart attack. So it's like,
maybe you think so.
Most people's heart goes into cardiac arrest.
Wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I feel like just the impact
because of
alone.
the fear of the falling. Remember, people's biggest fear is typically falling. So the fear of falling before you even land. It was so crazy that the lady that was inside cleaning, it was at 8 a.m. The lady was inside cleaning, said she thought it was gunshots because it was 2 hits. Imagine that was when the head or the body landed. So you start thinking like he's a realtor. Most of us would think he has it all together. Right. He's selling a luxury apartment. The 900 Biscayne building. You would think 27th floor. This guy must be making, I mean, what, the apartment goes for like $3,200?
Yeah.
Who knows? Financial issues.
You never know.
And
lost a child.
That's
like,
why
some previous trauma, like you never know.
That's why even the strongest people, you gotta ask, how are you doing? Like, yo, you good? You been good? And I think that when you're so strong, like people like you and I, that we keep it to ourselves, we don't get the question like, yo, you good? How's everything? Because then it's just weird. We're that person for people. Yeah. You know, so my biggest thing is always check on your strong friend. Yeah, like
for sure, 100%. Like my friends, I mean, I have really, like my friends are like ride or dies. Like those are my bitches. Like those are my girls. Like if we gotta hide a dead body, like we got this, you know? So like I do make sure, like I have 5 best friends. And then I have 4 like female family members that are like best friends, but I don't call them friends because they're family. You know?
Right.
But either way, my best friends are family, so whatever. They're all just family. But I got 9 people that I make sure that I talk to every single week. Like every single week I make sure that I said, hi, how are you? How are things going? Is there anything new going on in your life? Like, are you good? Do you need me for anything? And
so how about you tell people how you check up on those people?
It's not, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like I'll just
because most people say they don't have time to like call everybody. So how?
I could just send a text and be like, hey, like how are you? Are you good? Like what's up? Like what's new in your life? What
how
do
long
you
do
do
you
this
let the
weekend?
conversation go? Like where do you take the conversation?
Well, I don't really do a phone call. I'll do mainly text messages and however long they need. Like I'm never too busy for the people that I care about.
That's good.
Never. I will never be. Like I could be on vacation, you call me, you need me, like I'm coming home. Like I will be there for you. You know, like I would never want any of my people that I care about to feel like I'm not available to them, you know, because at the end of the day, like all we really have is human connection. That's how we get anywhere in life. Like as humans, we like to be together. So I don't ever want anyone that I care about to feel like I am not there, because I am. And like I will always be there, you know, even people who have like done me dirty, like even strangers in the street, like if you're gonna ask someone how they're doing, then you better stop and listen to how they're doing. Don't just be like, oh, how are you? Okay, great, good, see you next time. Like, no, stop, have that conversation. You don't know, you could change their life.
Right.
That guy who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, he just wanted somebody to smile at him.
That's insane.
He just wanted someone to smile. He lived to tell his story.
That is insane. That guy has a huge purpose.
I forgot his name, but yeah, he's like a huge mental health advocate right now. And like he just...
You see, I like saying mental health. Because
Yeah.
it's like, you really like...
It's more like a positive
healthy,
light.
right? It's
more like a
healthy,
positive light. It's not
illness.
like...
It's like, you know, cancer's an
It's a
illness.
disease,
You know,
yeah.
it's viral. It's something that you're like, damn. You know, mental health is like, damn, I'm gonna feed my health. Like it's like, let's have a strong, like kind of like your body.
Let's work it out.
Yeah, for sure. But I think this has been good.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, so
we have a lot
I
of
think-
footage.
We do. I definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in, and this is something new. This is actually the style of interviews that I like doing. It's being able to just talk to people and just like get their perspective on things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, where it's not only my perspective, but somebody else like her, you know, who has a passion, has a great life, you know, has a great career path, and deals with things herself, and
We're all just
is
human.
brave enough to talk about
I am
it.
not my job. I am not my income. I am not my
Right.
role in the family. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, whatever you go through, I go through too. And we need to stop creating separation based on income. We need to stop creating separation based
That's
on
so real.
racism. We need to stop, you know, sexism, like all those things. At the end of the day, we're all humans. When we all die, we all turn into bone. And the faster we realize that, the faster that this whole world can be in a better track.
Right. So definitely check her out on her YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We're so excited that we were able to open up and just bring awareness to you guys, because we know how many people can actually use this and just maybe find the courage to either reach out to us, or because we'll post all of our social media handles down below as well.
Hit me up.
Yes. But maybe you'll feel more brave now to kind of just conquer it and know that you're going to get through it. You know, so definitely excited that we were able to bring such a controversial topic out in the air like that. Definitely follow my girl on her YouTube handle and her Instagram handle. You want to let them know?
I'm Made Up Yogi, and you can just click the link in my bio there. It'll take you to my YouTube, but I believe my YouTube is under DianisLee Rosa. I'm a noob. I just started it. I could be wrong. Okay, I don't even know. I need to make a URL.
I think we both need a URL.
Yeah, we need Jesus.
Girl, we got him.
That's
we
true.
got him. Alright guys, see y'all next time.
9 to 5. Esta que está aquí.
Wow. We were just talking about like how we met, and it's just really crazy how friendships begin, because I met her at an IKEA. I mean, not technically IKEA, like we drove to IKEA together, but in IKEA is like where we really bonded.
Really connected.
We never knew each other. So it's really crazy. I think that we should always just be open.
Going to IKEA definitely helps you see what's their style too. Nah.
Yeah, I was like, well,
Let's see if you're chic.
we like the same kitchen cabinet.
Ooh. And at least it's cute though.
It's just really like chonga, like la 49, you know?
If you're from Miami, you know.
You know. Go.
Yo sé que soy una mina. So mira, nena linda.